Hi everyone, it's a snowy day in Cincinnati, and can you believe that here we are at the end of the first month of 2022 already? So I have a question for you. Are you one of the people who just a few weeks ago made New Year resolutions that you were going to vow to do some kind of behavior change in your life? And how was it working for you? Or maybe I should ask, how are you working it? Because the predictable research sadly shows that a whopping 80% of people don't keep the New Year resolutions. And so the big question is, why is that? And that's the place to start, isn't it? It's always with the why. So why, if this is you, why did you make the resolution in the first place? What was important about that to you? Is that really aligned with your purpose and your values? Or did you make a resolution that really was influenced by somebody else's expectation? Or some other reason that was really not in true alignment with your own beliefs and values? I've learned something recently that has shone the light on my own self-sabotaging behavior and difficulties in behavior change and habit change. And it's true for all of us, because if you continue to try to go down a path that you really don't believe in, you're not 100% on board with it, then that results in the scientific name of the condition of cognitive dissonance. Some people might say dissonance. I say dissonance. Cognitive dissonance, and simply put, what that means is your brain is smart enough to know that you cannot hold two beliefs at the same time. One of them has to go. And so if that is happening for you, where you find that you're unable to bring about behavior change, that could be a time for you to stop and examine what is it that you are lining up with. Why did you make the commitment to that change? Why is that change important for you? And do you really believe this? And if you don't, then that's the time to do some deeper dive examination. And there are the additional human conditions that we all face of motivation, willpower, and procrastination. And here's something else that I've just recently learned that is just absolutely fascinating. But did you know that you can train yourself for failure? And it can feel good. How about that? Yeah. And this is how it works. So God has given us this amazing instrument, organ in our body called the brain. And the number one purpose and objective as the brain is to keep you safe and keep you alive. So if you're facing something, that a challenge or an issue, something that you need to tackle, but you dread it, or it's stressful, you really don't want to do it, and you decide, I'll take care of this later. So you allow yourself to get distracted with LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or anything else, right? And you decide, I'm going to defer this for later. Then what happens right then is that immediately you get relief from that fear or the stress of facing that thing. And that relief then dispenses a shot of dopamine, which is the feel-good chemical. So now you feel good and you're safe again. And so that's how the vicious cycle goes. And the more that you do that, now your plastic brain is creating new neural pathways that will default to that thing, that channel, that way all the time. See how that works? It's amazing, isn't it? So if you find yourself in that cycle and you're having difficulty changing behavior or wondering why you just cannot create a new habit, or things just keep showing up in your life and in your habits, then it really is the time for you to engage with another brain, because we need another brain to help us do this, and to examine your why and your beliefs, and if there's any incongruence there, and then deal with that thing. Because it's always important to have somebody else who can reflect back to you your own story, your own words, so that you get to hear them a little bit differently. So that's it for this week. I hope you'll take that on, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.